Hey everyone! Welcome back to Easy English Podcast, the show where you learn real, natural English through real conversations. I'm your host, and today's episode is a little different. Maya and Daniel are now back in their home countries, but they're still in touch. And today, Maya needs Daniel's help with something very practical: booking a hotel room. You'll learn how to search for hotels, ask important questions, understand hotel policies, and even handle a small booking problem. This is super useful English for anyone planning a trip. Let's dive in.
Maya! Hey, how are you? It's so good to see your face again.
Daniel, hi. I'm good. Just a little overwhelmed right now, actually.
Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. What's going on?
I'm trying to book a hotel for my trip to Porto next month, and there are just so many options. I don't know where to start.
I remember that feeling. Good news. I literally just finished booking 3 hotels for my Japan trip. I think I can help.
Really? You're a lifesaver. Okay, where do I even begin?
Let's start from the beginning. Share your screen and let's go through it together.
Okay, sharing my screen now. So I'm using a booking website, and I've typed in Porto and my travel dates.
Good start. How many nights are you staying?
4 nights, from the 15th to the 19th.
Perfect. Now, what's your budget per night, roughly?
I'd like to keep it under 60 euros a night, if possible.
That's reasonable. You can use the filter on the left side to set a price range. Do you see it?
Oh, yes. Let me click that. Okay, now I'm only seeing hotels under 60 euros.
Great. Now, what's important to you? Location, breakfast included, free cancellation?
Definitely location. I want to stay somewhere close to the city center.
Then use the map view. It usually shows you exactly how far each hotel is from the center.
Oh, that's helpful. I can see the distance now for each one.
Exactly. I always do this first, before even looking at photos.
That's smart. Okay, I've already found a few that look promising.
Okay, now that you have a few options, let's look at reviews. This is the most important step, in my opinion.
I agree. I never book anywhere without checking reviews first.
Same here. What's the rating on your top choice?
It says 8.5 out of 10, with around 300 reviews.
That's a solid rating. Anything above 8 is usually pretty safe.
Good to know. Let me read a few of the recent comments. Okay. People are saying the staff are very friendly, and the location is excellent.
That sounds great.
Is there anything negative mentioned?
A couple of people mentioned the rooms are quite small.
That's pretty common for hotels in old city centers, honestly. The buildings are older, so rooms tend to be smaller.
True, that makes sense. I won't worry too much about that then.
What about your second option?
This one has a slightly lower rating, 7.9, but it includes breakfast, and the first one doesn't.
That's a good point to consider. How much does breakfast usually cost separately?
Let me check. Around 8 euros per person per day.
So over 4 days, that's 32 euros extra if you choose the first hotel.
Oh, that actually makes a big difference in the final price.
Exactly. It's always good to calculate the full cost, not just the room price.
Daniel, what other things should I check before booking?
Good question. I always check the amenities list. Things like free Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and whether there's a front desk available 24 hours.
Oh, the 24-hour front desk is important to me, since my flight arrives quite late at night.
That's smart thinking. Let me see. Does your top choice mention that?
Yes, it says 24-hour reception right here.
Perfect. That's one less thing to worry about.
What about things like air conditioning? Is that usually included?
It depends on the hotel and the country, but it's always worth checking, especially in summer.
Good point. Let me check. Yes, it says air conditioning is included.
Excellent. What about laundry service? Do you need that for a 4-night trip?
Probably not necessary for such a short trip, but it's nice that it's available, just in case.
True. Always good to have options. Is there a gym or pool mentioned?
No, but honestly, I don't really need that for this trip. I'll be out exploring most of the time anyway.
That makes sense. Not every amenity matters for every trip.
Exactly. I think this is a good basic checklist, though. Wi-Fi, location, reception hours, and air conditioning.
That's a great checklist for most trips, honestly.
Maya, one more very important thing. Always check the cancellation policy before booking.
Oh, right. I always forget about that part. What should I look for exactly?
Look for whether it says free cancellation and until what date. Some hotels let you cancel up to 24 hours before. Others require more notice.
Let me check. It says free cancellation until 48 hours before check-in.
That's pretty standard and quite flexible. That means if your plans change, you won't lose any money as long as you cancel in time.
That's reassuring, especially since flights can sometimes change.
Exactly. I learned this lesson the hard way once. I booked a non-refundable room and then my flight got canceled.
Oh no! What happened?
I lost the full amount I paid for the hotel. It was a difficult lesson, but I never made that mistake again.
That's terrible. How much did you lose?
About $70. Not huge, but enough to teach me to always check this carefully now.
I'll definitely keep that in mind. So, for my Porto trip, this hotel seems safe in that regard.
Yes, it sounds good. Just make sure you actually note down the cancellation deadline somewhere, like in your calendar.
Good idea. I'll set a reminder a few days before, just to be safe.
Smart move. That way you won't accidentally miss the deadline.
Okay, Maya, before we go further, let's slow down and look at a few useful words that came up in our conversation. These are words you'll hear a lot when booking hotels and traveling.
Oh, I love this idea. Let's do it.
Our first word is amenities.
Amenities. Amenities.
Amenities means the useful or enjoyable features and services offered by a hotel, like Wi-Fi, breakfast, or a pool.
Right. Like when I said, I always check the amenities list before booking.
Exactly. Or you could say, this hotel has great amenities, like free breakfast and a gym.
That's a really useful word. Okay, my turn. Let's do reservation.
Reservation. Reservation.
A reservation means a booking you make in advance for a hotel room, table, or seat.
Right, like I made a reservation for 4 nights in Porto.
Exactly. Or, can I check my reservation details, please?
Great example. Our next word is refundable.
Refundable. Refundable.
Refundable means you can get your money back if you cancel.
Right. Like, I always choose a refundable room, just in case my plans change.
Exactly. Or is this booking refundable if I cancel early?
Very useful. Okay, here's another one. Deadline.
Deadline. Deadline.
A deadline is the latest date or time something must be done by.
Right, like the cancellation deadline is 48 hours before check-in.
Exactly. Or
I set a reminder before the deadline so I don't forget. Perfect. And our last word for today is check-in. 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 Check-in is the process of arriving and registering at a hotel. Right. Like, what time is check-in at this hotel? Exactly. Or I always like an early check-in, if possible. These are such practical words. I feel like I'll use all of them on my trip.
Okay, so based on everything we discussed, price, location, reviews, amenities, and cancellation policy, which hotel are you leaning toward?
I think I'm going to go with the first one. The location is perfect, the reviews are excellent, and even though breakfast isn't included, I'd rather explore local cafes anyway.
That sounds like a great decision. I always think breakfast at a local cafe is more interesting than a hotel buffet anyway.
Exactly my thinking. Okay, I'm going to click Book Now.
Exciting. Let me know how it goes.
Okay, it's asking for my payment details now.
That's normal. Just double check the total price before confirming. Sometimes there are extra taxes added at the end.
Good reminder. Let me check. Yes, there's a small city tax added, about €2 per night.
That's pretty standard in many European cities. Not a big deal.
True, it's not too much. Okay, I'm confirming the booking now, and done.
Congratulations! You're officially booked for Porto.
Thank you so much for your help, Daniel. I would have spent hours stressing over this alone.
Anytime. This is exactly why it helps to talk things through with someone.
Daniel, have you ever had a really bad hotel experience? I'm a little nervous now, even after booking.
Oh, definitely. Once in Thailand, I booked a hotel that looked amazing in photos. But when I arrived, the room smelled strongly of cigarette smoke, even though I booked a non-smoking room.
Oh no, that's terrible. What did you do?
I went straight to the front desk and explained the situation politely but clearly.
And did they help you?
Yes, actually. They apologized and moved me to a different room immediately, free of charge.
That's good customer service, at least.
Exactly. I learned that it's always worth speaking up if something isn't right, instead of just accepting it.
That's a good lesson. Have you had any other hotel disasters?
Oh, one more. Once the air conditioning broke at 2 a.m. in extremely hot weather.
Oh my goodness, that sounds awful.
It was rough. But again, I called the front desk and they sent someone to fix it within 20 minutes.
That's reassuring, actually. It seems like most hotels really do try to solve problems quickly.
In my experience, yes. The key is staying calm and explaining the issue clearly.
That's good advice. I'll remember that if anything goes wrong in Porto.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Most trips go smoothly. These are just the occasional exceptions.
You know, Daniel, this makes me think. There are so many types of places to stay now, not just hotels. Hostels, guest houses, apartments.
True. I've actually started using more guest houses recently. They often feel more personal than big hotels.
I love that idea. What's the difference exactly, in your experience?
Guest houses are usually smaller, often family-run, and you get more personal interaction with the owners. They sometimes give great local tips too.
That sounds lovely. I remember our hostel in Lisbon had that same feeling, actually.
Exactly. Hostels can have that same community vibe, especially the smaller ones.
What about apartments? Do you ever rent those instead?
Sometimes, especially for longer trips. Having a kitchen is really convenient if you're staying somewhere for a week or more.
That makes sense. Cooking your own food can also save a lot of money.
Exactly. For my Japan trip, I'm actually staying in a mix. 2 hotels and 1 traditional guest house called a ryokan.
Oh, I've heard of those. Aren't they very traditional, with tatami mats and futons?
Yes, exactly. I'm really excited to try that experience.
That sounds amazing. I think trying different types of accommodation really adds variety to a trip.
I completely agree. Different stays give you different perspectives on a place.
Maya, before we finish, let's do something fun. Sometimes when people book hotels, especially beginners in English, they use sentences that sound a little awkward or unclear. Let's fix a few of those together. Say it better.
Oh, I like this idea. Let's start.
Okay, here's the first one. I want cheap hotel.
That sounds a bit too direct, and it's missing some grammar.
Exactly. A better way to say it is, I'm looking for an affordable hotel. Or, I'd like to find a budget-friendly option.
That sounds much more natural. Okay, my turn. Here's one. This hotel is bad. I know like.
That one definitely needs help. A better sentence would be, I'm not satisfied with this hotel. Or, this hotel didn't meet my expectations.
Much more polite and clear. Okay, next one. I want cancel my room.
A more natural way to say that is, I'd like to cancel my reservation. Or, could I cancel my booking, please?
That sounds so much more professional. Here's another. What time I can check in?
Close, but the word order needs adjusting. A better way is, what time can I check in? Or, could you tell me the check-in time?
Got it.
Word order really matters in questions. Exactly. Here's one more. Room have Wi-Fi? That's missing some words. A better way to ask is, does the room have Wi-Fi? Or, is Wi-Fi included in the room? Perfect example. These small changes make such a big difference in how confident and clear you sound. I completely agree. I'll definitely use these better versions during my trip. That's the goal. Sounding natural. Not perfect, just natural and clear.
Daniel, if you had to give 3 tips to someone booking their very first hotel, what would they be?
Great question. First tip, always read at least 10 reviews, not just the rating number. Numbers don't tell the whole story.
That's true. The details in reviews are often more helpful than the score itself.
Exactly. Second tip, always check the exact location on a map, not just the name of the neighborhood.
Oh, that's smart. Neighborhood names can sometimes be misleading.
Exactly. A hotel can say it's near the city center, but actually be a 40-minute walk away.
I'll remember that. What's your third tip?
Take a screenshot of your booking confirmation, just in case something goes wrong with the app or website later.
That's such practical advice. I never thought about that before.
It saved me a few times, honestly, when there were technical issues with apps.
I'm definitely taking a screenshot of mine right now, actually.
Smart move. Those are my top 3 tips: reviews, location verification, and saving confirmation.
This has been so helpful, Daniel. I feel so much more confident now.
I'm really glad. Booking your first solo trip is exciting, even with a little stress involved.
It really is. Thank you again for this call.
Maya, this will be your first solo trip, right? How are you feeling about that?
Honestly, a mix of nervous and excited. I've never traveled completely alone before.
That's a totally normal feeling. I remember my first solo trip. I felt exactly the same way.
Really? What helped you feel more comfortable?
Staying in hostels actually helped a lot, even though I'm staying in a hotel this time. There's something comforting about being around other travelers.
That makes sense. I think I'll feel less alone once I'm actually there and meeting people.
Exactly. The nervousness usually fades quickly once you start exploring.
I hope so. What advice would you give for solo travel specifically?
Trust your instincts, stay aware of your surroundings, but also don't let fear stop you from enjoying yourself.
That's good balance. Careful, but not overly anxious.
Exactly. And honestly, solo trips teach you so much about yourself.
I'm looking forward to that part, actually. Learning to enjoy my own company. You're gonna do great, Maya. I have no doubt about that. Thank you, Daniel. That really means a lot.
Okay, Daniel. I should let you go. It's quite late there in Canada, isn't it?
Yes, almost midnight. But this was totally worth it. I'm so happy I could help.
You really did. I feel ready and confident for Porto now.
I'm sure you'll have an amazing time. Send me photos when you're there.
I will, I promise. And good luck with finishing your Japan planning.
Thank you. I'll need it. There's still so much to plan.
You've got this. You're basically a hotel booking expert now, clearly.
Maybe. Okay. Good night, Maya. Talk soon.
Good night, Daniel. Talk soon.
And that wraps up today's episode. We hope you picked up some really practical English for booking your next hotel, from comparing prices and reading reviews to understanding cancellation policies and even fixing some common mistakes in Say It Better. Don't forget to write down today's word tour words: amenities, reservation, refundable, deadline, and check-in. See you in the next episode of Easy English Podcast.